In 2025, Africa's urban landscape is defined not only by population, but by economic vibrancy. So join me in ranking the 50 richest capital cities of African countries and their GDP 2025. We begin at the 53rd spot being Lilongwe. It is the capital city of Malawi, which contributes massively to the nation's economy with a GDP of $1.4 billion. Moving on to number 52, we have Bangui. The capital city of the Central African Republic is an enriched metropolitan city with a GDP of $1.5 billion. Counting down to number 51 is N'Djamena, Chad's capital city, and the heart of Chad's administration and commerce, contributes a GDP of $2.1 billion. Bujumbura, the capital of Burundi, takes the 50th spot. The city plays a vital economic role in Burundi with its growing urban infrastructure, yielding a GDP of $2.5 billion. Proceeding to number 49, we have Praia, Cape Verde's capital city. It is Cape Verde's commercial and political hub, generating a GDP of $3.5 billion. We proceed to number 48, being Kinshasa, DR Congo. Despite its large population, Kinshasa posts a GDP of $3.8 billion, representing growing potential. Counting down to number 47 is Juba, South Sudan capital city, vital to South Sudan's oil and service sectors, contributing a GDP of $3.9 billion. Next at number 46 is Asmara, Eritrea's capital city. Asmara contributes to Eritrea's steady economy with a GDP of $5.5 billion. Moving on to number 45, we have Banjul, Gambia's capital. Banjul supports its economy through trade and tourism, with a GDP of $8.5 billion. Counting down to number 44, we have Bissau, the capital city of Guinea-Bissau, thrives with agriculture-driven exports and has a GDP of $10 billion. Proceeding to number 43 is Maseru, Lesotho's central city. Maseru contributes significantly through textile and manufacturing sectors with a GDP of $10.5 billion. Coming in at number 42 is Monrovia, Liberia's capital city, drives Liberia's economy with industries like shipping and rubber, generating a GDP of $10.7 billion. Ranked 41st on the list is Luanda, the capital city of Angola. Though oil-rich, Luanda plays a vital role in the nation's economic growth with a GDP of $11 billion. Proceeding to number 40, we have Niamey, Niger's capital city. The city sustains Niger's economic pulse with growing investments and a GDP of $11.3 billion. Progressing to number 39 is Malabo, the capital of Equatorial Guinea. The city is rich in oil revenues and boasts a GDP of $12 billion this year. Coming in at number 38, we have Mogadishu, Somalia's capital city. Mogadishu is rebounding with economic activity and reports a GDP of $12.5 billion. Proceeding to number 37, we have Lomé, capital city of Togo. Lomé is a trade-focused city with port activities pushing GDP to $14.4 billion. Sitting at number 36, we have Antananarivo, Madagascar capital city. It drives Madagascar's commerce and tourism with a GDP of $14.5 billion. Occupying the 35th position is Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso's capital city. It maintains Burkina Faso's economic momentum, generating $14.9 billion GDP. Moving on number 34, we have Khartoum, Sudan's capital city. Khartoum remains pivotal with a diversified economy and a GDP of $15.4 billion. Ranked 33rd on the list, we have Maputo, Mozambique capital city. Maputo's growing port and tourism sectors drive its GDP to $16.6 billion. Next at number 32, we have Bamako, capital city of Mali. Bamako supports Mali's economy through agriculture and mining, contributing $17 billion GDP. Moving on to number 31, we have Moroni, Comoros' capital city. Moroni's small economy is steady with a 17.2 billion US dollars GDP through trade and remittances. At number 30 is Yamoussoukro, the capital city of Côte d'Ivoire. Yamoussoukro boasts modern infrastructure and generates a GDP of $18.9 billion. We move on to number 29 being Harare, capital city of Zimbabwe. Harare, Zimbabwe's economic nucleus, holds a $19 billion GDP from mining and services. Next on the list at 28 is Addis Ababa, capital city of Ethiopia. Addis Ababa powers Ethiopia's economy with a strong 20 billion US dollar GDP via telecom and construction. We move on to number 27 being Freetown, the capital city of Sierra Leone. Freetown continues to grow post-recovery, generating a GDP of $20 billion. Counting down to number 26 is Kigali, Rwanda's capital city. Kigali's digital and tourism initiatives support a $20.5 billion GDP this year. Proceeding to number 25 on the list is Kampala, Uganda's capital. Kampala thrives as Uganda's tech and agricultural center, contributing 20 billion 800 million US dollars GDP. Ranked 24th on the list is Dar es Salaam, Tanzania's capital city. Dar es Salaam is Tanzania's business engine, producing a GDP of $21.4 billion. Progressing to number 23, we have Lusaka, capital city of Zambia. Lusaka's mining and finance activities push its GDP to $21.5 billion. Moving on to number 22, we have Porto Novo, Benin capital city. Porto Novo helps power Benin's growth with a GDP of $21.7 billion in 2025. Next at 21 is Conakry, the capital city of Guinea. Conakry thrives on bauxite exports and sustains a GDP of $22.6 billion currently. Counting down to number 20, we have Dakar, Senegal's capital city. Dakar is a West African hub of trade and innovation, generating a GDP of $24 billion. Moving on to number 19, we have Djibouti City, Djibouti's capital. Djibouti City's strategic port position yields a GDP of $25.5 billion. We proceed to number 18, being Nouakchott, Mauritania's capital city. Nouakchott thrives on mining and trade, contributing $27 billion to GDP. Brazzaville takes the 17th spot. Republic of the Congo's capital city. Brazzaville's GDP of $28.2 billion stems from oil, trade, and infrastructure. Occupying number 16 on the list is Mbabane, capital city of Eswatini. Mbabane's diversified economy supports a solid GDP of $28.4 billion. Progressing to number 15, we have Yaoundé, capital city of Cameroon. Yaoundé's agriculture and services push Cameroon's GDP with $29.5 billion. Taking the 14th position on the list is Nairobi, Kenya's capital city. Nairobi stands as East Africa's tech capital, producing $34 billion GDP this year. Proceeding to number 13 is Gaborone, capital city of Botswana. Gaborone capitalizes on diamonds and finance to deliver $34.5 billion US dollars GDP. Next at number 12 is Windhoek, capital city of Namibia. Windhoek's efficient sectors like mining and tourism contributes to her nation a GDP of $34.8 billion. Moving on to number 11, we have Libreville, Gabon's capital city. Libreville anchors Gabon's oil and timber industries, reaching $35 billion GDP. Ranked 10th on the list is Abuja, Nigeria's capital city. Abuja is Nigeria's government and growing business core, delivering a GDP of $38 billion. Coming in at number 9, we have Accra, the capital city of Ghana. Accra leads Ghana's economy with robust services and a $40.2 billion GDP. Proceeding to number 8 is Tripoli, Libya's capital city. Tripoli's oil wealth supports its nation with a significant GDP of $43 billion. Counting down to number 7, we have Port Louis, Mauritius' capital city. Port Louis is a financial and trade hub, posting $43.5 billion GDP this year. Progressing to number 6 is Rabat, Morocco's capital city. Rabat merges modern governance with commerce, contributing to her nation a $45 billion GDP. Moving on, number 5 is Victoria, the capital city of Seychelles. Victoria, though small, excels in tourism and finance with a staggering GDP of $46 billion. Occupying the 4th position is Tunis, Tunisia's capital city. Tunis balances tradition and tech, making an impressive $47.7 billion GDP this year. Next, at the 3rd position, we have Pretoria, South Africa's administrative capital. Pretoria is a powerhouse of governance and economics, contributing $49.5 billion GDP. Moving on to number 2 is Algiers, the capital city of Algeria. Algiers drives Algeria's oil economy with a powerful $51 billion GDP in 2025. And finally, at number 1 is Cairo, Egypt's capital city. Cairo leads Africa with diversified industries, generating a GDP of $60.4 billion currently. Let us know which of these cities you love the most and the country you rep in the comments section. If our content interests you, please click on the subscription button and the bell close to it to get notified whenever we upload a new video. We love you. See you on our next video. Bye.